Welcome back, guys, to a brand new Palworld news update. Today we're going to be talking all about Palworld's new post, which they did post today. It's been the first thing they've actually done in a couple of weeks, I think, which is giving us a total number of players which they have hit in the 1 month since launch, and also a little bit of an update of what's going on with what they're working on. And also Bucky said something in one of the posts which makes me think that we could actually start to see some of the content a lot quicker than I thought we were going to. Maybe we could see something within one of the upcoming updates. But yeah, this will be really, really cool. And I know we're all waiting for exactly the same thing. And it is that patch that we've been all waiting for a couple of weeks. Anyway, also earlier today, I announced the official launch of my Loaded Crisis Discord. After 8 years of not having one, I spent some time working with someone and we have officially launched, and we've just hit our over 100 members in the Discord. And if you want to join a brand new exciting community as we go through the launches of Palworld's new content, just all different games, it's just a place for you to come and meet new people and have a great time and keep up to date on everything that's going on. Link will be in the description down below if you would like to join. I'm also recruiting new mods, so if you guys want, if you're interested and you've got some experience being a mod and in any other Discord and you want to become a mod of the Loaded Crisis one, then feel free to apply. The link in the description down below. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's get in with the news. So total number of players exceeds 25 million. It's been a month since Palworld was released. Thank you. Steam 15 million players, Xbox 10 million players. We will continue to prioritize fixing bugs and preventing further cheating. Thank you for your continued support. And as you can see, a cool little photo down here at the bottom that they put together for the celebration. So one of the crazy things that I've noticed here is that Xbox is now actually catching up with Steam in players. I think the last time it was double. I think it was nearly double the players, I think, on Steam. And Xbox seems to catch up. And I think the idea of it being on Games Pass, or is it on Games Pass yet, or is it coming soon? I think I saw something from the Games Pass, because as you can see at the bottom it says Xbox Game Pass. We're like, that's a lot of pals, because I've been seeing they were working with it. I haven't actually played on Xbox myself. I think I did download it on Games Pass, if I'm correct. I've downloaded it on my Xbox, but I'm only a PC player at the moment. Obviously, when on Steam, you have to pay for it. So I can clearly see why the Xbox version would catch up. So Bucky then goes on to say another milestone passed as Palworld hits 25 million players total across Steam and Xbox. It's hard to even really grasp just how insane that number is. But as always, thank you for your continued support of Palworld. Everyone is working hard to prepare new content and fixes. So that was a big thing to see there, because I know they're working on it already. We've seen the roadmap, which I'm going to go through with you guys again in a second to see what would be the coolest stuff to come up next. But what I'm thinking is, are they going to surprise us? That is, I know it's not a confirmed thing, or there's not even any rumors or anything from Bucky, but do you think out of nowhere, the reason the patch could be taking a little bit longer is they're going to surprise us with a content update alongside a huge bug one? I'm probably looking into it too much. When I read this, I was like, could they do it? Because of course, one thing, the player count has dropped. At one point they're at 2.1 million. Obviously now they're around about 300,000 to 400,000. And as I said, when there's no progression system on a game and people hit level 50 and they sort of complete the game, they get to a stage where they're like, they need the next thing. And if there isn't something else to do, they're going to move on to some other games. And there's been some fantastic new games that have come out over the last, even since the launch of Palworld in 2024. We've seen Helldivers 2 go crazy. We've seen other survival games, I think Myth of Empires, Nightingale, so many other. So this is really the year for survival games. And it makes me feel so happy, because obviously I've created videos on survival games the last 8 years. And this really seems to be the year for it. So I'm really glad about that. So please, Palworld, we want to hear something. We're all craving to hear what's next. Even if it is just a huge bug fixing patch, that's still going to be great, because there's so many that needs to be sorted out. So let's go into the early access roadmap again. I haven't actually looked at this in about 2 to 3 weeks. Currently, numerous bugs have been identified and we're prioritizing fixing those. Sometimes the world date may experience rollbacks, the loading screen may persist when trying to load into worlds, and so on. So improvements to implement ASAP, key configuration improvements, and improvements to the PAL, AI, and path finding. Now, this is one of the key things that's been said in the roadmap many times, that it's being worked on. So I could kind of see this being one of the things first before new content. But I know I'm just going back to the last point, but how just unreal would it be if all of a sudden they announce this patch, there's like a new trailer that comes out? I'm probably looking into it too much. And I know I'm not being greedy, because I understand I'm one of the people that backs this up. The game has only been out for a month. It's going to take time. It's just that so many players are hungry for content. So the planned future updates, PvP, raid bosses, end game content, PAL Arena, PvP for PALs, Steam and Xbox crossplay, various Xbox feature improvements, server transfers and migrations, improvements to the building system, new islands, PALs, bosses, and technologies. Now, I think right now PvP wouldn't be great for the game. I think PAL Arena first would be the main thing. There is actually if you go to the trailer a year ago on IGN's YouTube channel, it was actually shown in if you see the old trailer, actually had the PAL Arena in, which was really cool. And then obviously they moved over to Unreal Engine, which is why some of the things were scrapped. Well, not scrapped, but they weren't brought into it because and I don't think they're all scrapped, some of the old stuff. Hints from the dev doesn't look like it, so that's really cool. So I think the next things is obviously various Xbox updates need to be done. It's one of the biggest things I've seen, considering now that the player count is 10 million on Xbox. Like, it really needs to be focused on, especially as they've got Microsoft now. But yeah, it would be really cool to see some maybe end game content would be fantastic, because there's a lot of people at level 50 now. Something Ark did over time was they added in those new levels. So I think it ended up going up all the way up to 105 in the end, and then they just were deciding whether they were going to go up and up and up and up. So I'm sure they'll be adding in new levels too. So Palworld, please surprise us. It would be an amazing thing to see coming at the end of February, to see what's going on with that update. Now, something I covered the known bugs, but something I wanted to go through now was suggestions with you guys, because this page has loads of suggestions that I think would be cool. And if you guys have any other suggestions that isn't in this list that we're reading through today, then please make sure to put it. So, lockable inventory slots. This is a quality of life feature that enables the player ease of access to quick depositing without worrying about your ammo, spheres, or food being put away when you need it. Rethinking PAL condensing. The ability to condense PALs is immensely powerful, but there's a few that are lacking. For example, condensing a Vixie's talent should allow it to gather higher level spheres to a certain degree, 100%. Because it obviously only has the standard PAL spheres at the moment. A command mode to only injure targets. Having your PAL use a burning move or pull out their Power 150 move just as you're about to capture something strong is disappointing, especially when your player's weapons aren't quite cutting it for weakening the enemy in question. This, again, is massive, because sometimes your PALs just end up killing the target that you want. It's happened to me so many times. Medicine in the feed box, exactly how it sounds, that, or give medicine PALs a much needed usefulness and let them take and distribute medicine from storage to other PALs. Base statistics, this shows you how many of each job or stat are active in a given base, allowing you to see where your mining totals are, or if you're missing a watering PAL on accident. Ability to sort/highlight PALs by job. PALs, a team saving, need your mining mafia, your boss hunting squad, your collection crew, a whole lot easier to assign and save, then go searching or manually add them to your team. Gold coin slot instead of having it in your inventory and taking up a space, same as the sphere bag, instead of them taking up a slot, have your own little separate slot for them. Naming your bases, again, one of mine is also being able to name your PALs. I think that's something that would be great. better cooling, obviously instead of just the standard ones. They've got PAL favoriting / locking and set to sell. Sometimes you just you just caught 10 gummers for the XP and you plan to sell 8 or 9 of them. Allow us to lock PALs in the PAL box or set them as sell. Makes it easier for trips to the village trader as well. Broader commands. Aggressive should lay waste to anything nearby. Attack target should attack once you've made content or be aggroed. Defensive attacks only things that attack you, and passive allowing them to sideline as you go about your business. 10 capture PAL markers again. And yeah, okay, so what else is this? That's the similar PAL condenser condensing. PALs should give their respective star values worth for purposes of condensing, keeping players from requiring huge spaces in their PAL box. Weight job priority. PALs with 4 in mining and 1 in transport should focus on mining and only help transporting if there's no mining to do. But building upgrading from wood to stone, stone to metal, metal to tech. Wrong game. Definitely thinking of Arc. Better than dissembling a build, especially if you can just tell so many Palworld players are Arc players, because there's just so many people that know, and a lot of these ideas actually come from Arc as well. Resource run cart, a fantastic idea, having a new stat or based on size that allows a PAL to pull a cart behind them for those really big runs. This is all runs. This is also something that's been in past trailers that never made it into the day one launch. Assigning to hot sprint / take a break. Legendary tools. We all want that shiny gold background pickaxe. A mini map. Increased guild base limit setting. Faster water mounts, lowered brightness in volcano dungeons, weather effects. You're right, I haven't seen rain, thunderstorms, wind, or really anything. Stop, drop, and roll. Burning stops if you roll a few times. That would be hilarious and useful. Recolored base map markers, and yeah, they're all blue. Food spoiling options. Some want to turn it off, and the worst of it is you can make it faster. Give it a slider in the options. Health potions. I haven't seen too much here, but I admit it would be quite a nice quality of life. Prioritize PALs backstepping. So in order to use abilities, have them backstep to make space for their ability to hit their target. Can't tell you how many times my I can never pronounce it, but just stares at the enemy. Yeah, there's so many PALs that just stare at the enemy. It's a little bit frustrating. PAL box radius slider, need more room. 3 bases not enough. Can't fix your 16 alphas in your base. It's slider time. So yeah, they're the main suggestions. We've gone through some of the bugs already in a previous video, but yeah, I really like them. There's so many from Arc that could really benefit in Palworld, and some that are completely new stuff that can really benefit the game. So yeah, we're all waiting. We're all sitting here. I'm just like covering as much content as I possibly can come through from the team, but I can't hide the fact that I'm just waiting for this patch to finally come out. Anyway, yeah, make sure to join the Discord if you'd like to. Link will be in the description down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.